Look at this pumpkin field. Full of pumpkins, and it's snowing now. I do hope they have a plan. Once upon a time, there was a heavy frost. I mean, really cold, like -10 Celsius. And it froze all the pumpkins. And so I happened to be driving by the next morning, and it was really cold out, and I stopped and I asked the people, what were they going to do with those pumpkins now? Were they still good? And as luck would have it, they were throwing them away. They were a ruined crop. And I inquired, could I have some? Certainly, take all you want. So that year I made 14 pumpkin pies. I did. Yep. And that's the truth. Haven't made any pumpkin pies this year. This year I'm collecting gourds. A friend of ours who owns that piece of property we were gardening on grew gourds, and she only wanted a few for Halloween, and that was it. The rest we could have. So there's a 30% chance of flurries today, and it went down to 0 Celsius yesterday, which is 32, or maybe to -1, which is maybe 30. And I don't know what that will have done to those gourds. It might have ruined them. But I'm going to go pick them up and bring them home. And I don't know where I'll put them. However, what happens when you have gourds, I guess, in between picking them on the vine and being able to carve them or rattle the seeds around, in between that time, the outside gets moldy, gets covered with mold. Now, I didn't know this when I dried gourds last time. And they got very moldy, and they looked really awful. But I persevered and thought, well, I don't know what to do, I'll just keep them. And so I hung them up. I think I hung them in the teepee or something. And after a few months, they dried out, and you could shake them, and all the seeds were dry, and they rattled. It was a rattle. What I guess you're supposed to do is you let them mold. They look pretty terrible. And then when they get really dry and the seeds shake, then you're ready to deal with them. Then you sand off the mold, which now is all dry, and then you've got your gourd ready to do with what you like, whether it's carving it or painting it or cutting it, putting a hole in for a bird feeder, a bird house. I don't know, but Gail has some awesome ideas, right, Gail? You tell them. You tell them, Gail. I don't know what to do. Here is a pumpkin by a mailbox. I imagine since this is the 22nd of November, those pumpkins are going to be around. Even if they get frosted, they're still going to be around until Thanksgiving, or till Halloween. We've already had Thanksgiving. And then they all go in the garbage. I don't have enough room in my world for a lot of pumpkins. I don't have enough room for anything. I really need to go through every room and get rid of 50% of it. And just empty my house out so that we have some room. But I don't think that's going to happen. But I'm working on it. The dump is open tomorrow, and I'm going to put in it many things. That is my big plan. Oh, you hear this funny noise. Okay, let me show you this funny noise. This is on the roof. It is one piece of bamboo. It has been split open and woven, and it extends all the way to the back. You see there? So it is now a bed, or a hammock, I guess. I thought I would give it to Abraham for Christmas. He'll probably not like it. If it doesn't have anything to do with computers or music, I don't think he's going to be interested. And it's pretty weird. Like, who has a hammock like this? Or a bed? But I'm going to try. Now I have another problem, though. What do I do with it until such time as Christmas? Where do I put it? Where do I put it that it won't get ruined? Could almost drape it around the kayak and then wrap it up in plastic. Oh look, here's some more pumpkins. Wow, look at them all. They better harvest them soon. Boy, that was quite the crop. Those are big pumpkins too. I didn't think you could really grow very big pumpkins here in Canada. We don't have a very long growing season. I mean, you know, we do have a nice enough growing season if you've got the right kind of seeds, I guess. But of course, those have to be hybrid because it doesn't stay warm very long. Isn't that an interesting old house? Okay, well, I guess I've said everything there is to say. Can't be. Must be wrong. Oh well, until I think of something else. Bye.